Good morning, everyone. This is a great Monday morning. I am excited about this day because it's the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice in it. And I'm so glad in it. Today, as I was sitting thinking in my thinking chair, a flood of thought adjustment came. And that's why I'm going to call that thought adjustment. There's been a mindset shift, and we haven't even gotten into the year yet really good. It's still the first month, and already there is a mindset shift. I'm excited about this mindset shift. And what it is, let's see. I got a hold of some books. Books are a dangerous thing. These, and I'll flip it for the podcast. You have Ikigai, Wabi Sabi, another Ikigai book, Ichigai, and another Ikigai book. And as I was getting into these books, which two of them I've already read, Wabi Sabi and Ikigai I've already done. I'm almost done with this one. Sustainable thinking, which is my whole base for Unblock Yourself. I put it all together, and like I said, there was a major shift. We bog ourselves down trying to impress everybody and even ourselves when it doesn't matter. We try to make ourselves big when we need to be small. And a lot of small people who know they're small get together and work with a lot of other small people and do great things. It's weird. The basis behind the sustainable thinking, if you ever thought of a sustainable garden, what it does, well, let me go into this. In Japan, a lot of people who live to be over 100 years old, they're running things. They're just moving constantly, and they're not getting old. They're aging, but not getting old. Their mind is just as intact as it was when they're 40 years old or 20, really. And what I was thinking about is a sustainable garden. They're being sustained. They're sustaining themselves. They're not dependent on the government, which they can, but they're not dependent on anybody. Anything that they need, they provide for themselves. And I was thinking, man, God wants us to have sustainable thinking. Anything that we need, what I've said before, you see this right here. Everything that you need is in this room. And that's sustainable thinking. Sustainable thinking comes from, my version of sustainable thinking comes from like Earl Nightingale and as a man thinketh. You become what you think about. You become what you think about most of the time. So if you see your success you see yourself as a success, then boom, you're successful. Nothing's going to stop you from becoming a success because that's what you're doing. Your mind is always working that way. Your conscious is trying to do things, and your subconscious is looking for those doors of opportunity that are open for you to be successful. You've seen this where in Proverbs 23:7 it says, your thoughts bring you the opportunities to lie out what you're thinking. Proverbs 23:7 says, for as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. That's the first part of it. Whatever he's thinking, that's what he is. If he's thinking he's slick, maybe not everybody else, but that's what he is. I'm a fox. Now, your thoughts bring you the opportunities to lie out what you're thinking. And what that means is your subconscious is always looking. And those opportunities are always there, but you don't see them. So you will have successful people gain success by looking at this. I mean, we'll be in the same room, but you might see something totally different than the way I see it. One of the old phrases is the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. What it is the rich think rich thoughts that subconsciously allow them to see the opportunities that open doors to them to become richer. And the same as poor. And you might say, what poor think poor thoughts that gives them opportunities to become poor? Yes. Think about this. A wonderful example is the stimulus check that came. So a whole group of people get a stimulus check. What do they do with the stimulus check? A rich person or an investor type might say, man, $600. I'm about to put this on Bitcoin or something. And a poor person, with the opportunity, they have money to become poor. Man, I'm about to get a new car. I'm gonna put this part of a down payment to get a new car. I call that a opportunity to become poorer, because what you're doing is they're both making an investment, but one is an asset and the other one is a liability. And what I mean by liability and asset, from rich dad, poor dad, the simple way to put it, an asset is something that brings value to your bank account. And a liability is something that takes money out. Now, that liability can become an asset if you work it right. But if you don't, it's just going to suck money out. Okay? So the way you think about things brings you to the place of your reality. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Real quickly, I'm going to talk about this the rest of this week. Wabi Sabi is appreciating and finding perfection in imperfection. And Ikigai is finding the reason for being and allowing that to be your source for a long, fulfilled life. We got to take it easy, because what's happening is the world is ramping up. And the faster you go, the less you think. And whatever's in you, your automatic behaviors, the things that's in the subconscious, if you haven't trained yourself to think and to be in God's presence and hold God's hand as it rolls and gets amped up, you don't know what to do. You freak out and you make bad decisions. Okay? So we're going to get into this. Wabi Sabi is next. Wabi Sabi is a great concept. Finding imperfection, finding perfection in imperfection. We all are imperfect beings, but if we can find the beauty and the purpose and I'll talk about that tomorrow. I know you gotta go on to work. Anyway, sustainable thinking, everything that you need is in this room. So stop looking everywhere else. Search here first in this search engine. All right. You guys have an awesome day today. Talk again tomorrow. Boom.